everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two very good defenses on the field today. Both rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed, and each wants to prove that it is no fluke. The Broncos are number 1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Pats, who will need to be sharp on offense. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Garoppolo now. To the sideline and complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down, here's Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on fourth down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be. Making a name for himself rapidly, running the football.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Devin McCourty is one half of twins that can cover just about anyone in the league. A top-notch player who can play corner or safety.
5 yards to gain here on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
On first down, it's Lynch. He's going to go for a bit. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They come out here in the eye. They keep it with Henry on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go.
They start the drive with Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Again, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Design run for their wideout. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. On play action, they'll throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
In the backfield is Anderson. They're going to give it to him running right. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Seven yards remaining here on third down. On third down, Lynch. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On second down, Anderson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. Now Lynch to throw. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The gain of 39 that time.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
They come out here in the eye. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Lynch to throw. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. 3rd down here. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Another pistol look here. They go play action with Lynch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's Amendola. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Garoppolo now. It's caught outright, Amendola. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. Oh, he pulls over him. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they just...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch. And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run, because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 10th carry now for Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's brought down after a good gain.
Seeing Rob Gronkowski run that flag route brings back memories of high school for me, because I remember my coach being so detailed with the receivers about how to sell the inside part of the route, like you're going to the post, and then breaking it off for that flag towards that pylon. And how about Gronk? Once he does that, who's going to be able to go through that big body and stop it?
Not me. Second down following the incompletion. Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to let this one go. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Garoppolo now, and he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Malcolm Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We're here. And this ball, they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second side, you have to respect it. Receiver breaks back to the sideline.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Lynch. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Garoppolo. It's caught. Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Garoppolo now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's second down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Try it here. He's back looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. Now Anderson running right. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking, And what they want to do is finish them off.
Now let's go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get the football here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And they go back. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shea McClellan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Let's go.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Following the penalty, Anderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Handoff comes to Anderson. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Booker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.